The UFC Freedom 250 card, aka the White House card, was announced yesterday during UFC 326. I'm also going to give my reaction to Jon Jones crashing out on freaking Twitter, which is, I will say, it's a little sad that he's crashing out. I'm also going to be showing you guys a clip of Justin Gaethje saying that he was not even going to be in the White House card a few days ago. Yes, a few freaking days ago. I'm also going to be showing you what they're doing to Conor McGregor, and this is kind of sad because Conor McGregor, they're kind of using him, but I'm going to be showing you guys that at the very end. But I'm going to start off by reacting to the UFC Freedom 250 card. Look, this is a very good card, right? But do not get this wrong. I am disappointed because this could have definitely been better. I see a lot of people are ranting over this card, and I feel like they're ranting because this definitely could have been better. We could have had a Conor McGregor here. We could have had a Sean versus Hamza here. We definitely could have had Jon Jones here. And we're getting fights that are just kind of mid, if we're being honest. The first fight, obviously the main event, Topuria is a one-sided fight. The only good fight on this card, in my opinion, is Pereira versus Gane, right? Competitive wise, entertaining wise, we're probably gonna get like a round one 30-second knockout by Topuria in the main event, and then Pereira versus Gane is, we're gonna see such a good, probably the best striking match we've seen in a very long time. Then we got O'Malley versus Hahabi. For some reason they gave O'Malley an easy fight. You know, O'Malley's coach came out on a podcast recently saying that people were criticizing him picking a fight against Sahabi, and he had to defend O'Malley as he usually does, saying that, you know, he doesn't really pick fights, the UFC does, and I believe him. Obviously we all believe him because that's the way the UFC does it. Even if you ask for a fighter, they give you another. That's just the way it is. I don't know why they pick Sahabi for some reason. It's very weird. Then Ruffy versus Chandler. We could have had Conor McGregor versus Chandler. I have no idea. Like, I literally don't even have the slightest idea on why they put Ruffy instead of Conor McGregor in there. Well, I do know, but it's kind of scummy the way they're doing it. I'm gonna show you guys there that the reason why they're doing that at the end of the video when Conor McGregor talks about it too. They even could have get Ruffy versus Conor McGregor. It didn't even have to be Chandler versus Conor McGregor. Bo Nickel again sliming himself into a main card, and not only a main card, this is literally one-on-one event, and this guy's in there because he's American, but this guy's absolute dog shit. How the hell is the Caucus in the White House card? That is absolutely insanity if you think about it. Lopez versus Garcia is a banger fight. I'm not gonna lie, I am not even mad at that one. That one's genuinely, to open up this card, that is genuinely one of the most exciting fights at that weight class, in my opinion. So, you know, decent card. It definitely could have been better, in my opinion. Now, let's start to move on. This is Tom Aspinall reacting to the White House card live. I'm just gonna play it.
H is there.
So surely him and Topuria.
It's got to be him and Topuria then, hasn't it? It's like he just woke up. What about Jon Jones? I thought Jon Jones was on it.
Where's he gone?
Where's he gone, John? So that's it, no prelims, just that.
Yeah. Just whilst that plays out, what's your thoughts? Can you just put the sound down a tiny bit?
I thought they were going to do Topuria versus Makhachev, is what I thought. And then they were going to do Pereira versus Jones. I mean, they're still decent fights. They're still all right. I mean, they're still good fights, aren't they?
I have to ask you about that Pereira-Gane fight. If obviously Pereira wins, you all good with that?
Mate, I'm happy with any of them. There's still a bit of unfinished business there with me and Gane, so if Pereira wins, fight Pereira first, fight Gane next.
Well, there it is. I thought he was like throwing shots at, you know, Jon Jones, saying like, oh, I thought he was going to be in the White House card, but I genuinely think he had an idea that Jon Jones was going to be in the White House card, and we all did, right? We literally all did. And in a fight during, you know, the last few days, if you obviously saw the Hunter Campbell clip where he said a fight, or you probably first saw Dana White when he was next to Nina Drama in the Power Slap event saying like a fight just fell through, and he looked devastated. And the reason we were like, wait, I know like we know that fights fall through all the time in cards, right? Why is he saying this like here? And he's looking so devastated. And what made us, you know, pretty much confirmed that it was like a big fight, it was when Hunter Campbell himself during the weigh-ins, I'm pretty sure it was UFC 326, not the weigh-ins, I think it was the memorial, no, I don't even know what it's called, when they face off at the end of the freaking before they fight, the day before they fight, Campbell got like the notification on his phone saying that a fight fell through, and we knew that was serious. Right now the thing is, we don't really know what that fight is. We obviously have an idea, right? And we're thinking it's John Jones, but wait a minute, because I have a Justin Gaethje clip that dropped today. Watch this.
2 days ago, I got a call and they said, "You're definitely not fighting on the White House card." So I was like,
Wow, really?
cool.
Okay.
And then yesterday I got a call and they said, "You might hear something. You might be on the White House card." And I was like, "How are you going to go complete 180 turn on me?" And then today I found out that I was on it. I didn't know if I was main event.
Really? Oh, so it was a big secret. Even the fighters really didn't know.
2 days ago, I got a call.
Well, there you go. That is absolutely insane. He was not in the White House card a few days ago, and he got called up a day ago or 2 days ago, and they confirmed that he's going to be in the White House. He didn't even know he was going to be in the main event. Now, obviously, the majority of people, me included, thought that John Jones was the fight that fell through, right? But Justin Gaethje saying this makes me, you know, doubt that a little bit, that it could have been Ilia Topuria and Islam Makhachev. Obviously, in the upcoming weeks, or maybe in a few, like maybe in 1-2 months, we'll know exactly what fight that was, because the obviously eventually is going to be coming out. But my theory is, now that I seen this clip, and it's Justin Gaethje specifically, right? That they told him specifically, you're not going to be in the White House card. Him specifically, right? I am leaning now towards that it was Islam Makhachev versus Ilia Topuria at the White House card in the co-main event. That's what I believe, man. Now I know a few videos ago I was saying it was John Jones, but this truly makes me believe now that it had to be Islam Makhachev versus Ilia Topuria that we're trying to do. Because why the hell would you tell Justin Gaethje, the interim champion, that he is not going to be in the White House card straight up? Like they straight up told him, and then they backtrack, right? They backtracked, and that's what I'm guessing. Probably Islam pulled out, or maybe they changed plans. But it had to be Islam pulling out because the fight fell through. It's not that they changed their mind. So, look, we will probably know who it was exactly in the upcoming maybe days. I hope it's days, maybe weeks, maybe months. But moving on, this is the clip basically that made John Jones crash out on Twitter. He also went on Instagram Live. And he's just been depressed. I'm gonna show you guys all the deleted tweets from Jones, but this is the clip here that made him act up, or is making him act the way he's acting.
You don't want to say what fight fell out, which is fair enough, but there is obviously...
Well, there's weird circumstances around it that we probably shouldn't talk about.
Okay. There is speculation, of course, that it's John Jones.
No, it's not.
Was John...
Ever, which I told you guys 100,000 times, was John Jones even remotely in my mind to fight at the White House. I wouldn't. First of all, I've told you why I wouldn't do it. And number two, some guy with meta glasses on filmed him talking about his hips, that his hips are so bad. And I don't know if you guys saw that flag football game where he can barely run. John Jones he retired because of his hips. He's got arthritis in his hips. Apparently, he's been, doctors say he should have hip replacement. So,
Okay.
add that on top of all the other reasons that I wouldn't. The John Jones thing is bullshit.
Okay.
I'm not saying they weren't talking to John Jones and that John Jones wasn't interested in the fight. And what was even crazier is John Jones came out and was like, I'm in negotiations right now for the White House fight, after I had already sent a text to his lawyer saying, never going to happen ever.
Is it fair to say then John Jones is retired and this is the end of his time?
Yes.
Okay.
Very.
There it is. I mean, the reporter asked him straight up at the end there, is it fair to say that John Jones is retired and this is it? And he said yes. Now, that is basically the reason why John Jones has been, crashing out on Twitter, just typing up random ass stuff. And the thing is, right, it's kind of weird because Dana White said that he John Jones was never, the person that we're going with. But he also said, obviously, he was in the conversation. Like, for some odd reason, he's trying to play it like it didn't happen. Like, we knew he was in talks with John Jones. I don't know why he's like trying to downplay it like he wasn't. Now, I want to know, right? Because if you guys remember, obviously we all do, after John Jones beat Stipe, the first thing he asked for was the Pereira fight, right? A year ago, however long it was. Now, obviously, he was offered, or the rumor number for John Jones to fight Tom Aspinall was $30 million, right? And he obviously didn't want to fight what he called at the time a no-name. And, all the thing, all the Cyril Gahn eye poke happened. And then John Jones obviously started having conversations from there for the White House card. That's what I think happened. But what I don't understand is how in the hell did this fight fell through? How? Now, my theory is this fight was in negotiations, but Dana White had no intentions of actually making the deal with John Jones. I think that's how petty Dana White is. I think that was the way he hurt John Jones, and we're seeing it right now. I mean, John Jones is crashing out right now, and I think he did a great job hurting John Jones where it hurts most, just playing him. And I absolutely love it. Now, I will say I absolutely love that he did that, but I am kind of sad that we did lose John Jones versus Alex Pereira. I am not gonna lie to you. I would rather have John Jones versus Alex Pereira versus John Jones versus Cyril Gahn, because guys, Cyril Gahn has been getting title shot after title shot after title shot after title shot, and it's getting kind of tiresome. It really is, man. And if he beats Alex Pereira, which is definitely a very very likely thing to happen, then he's gonna have to fight Tom Aspinall again and get another it's title shot after. Like, this man cannot stop getting title shots. It's absolutely mind-blowing how he's just in this position, and he has been in this position for years now. It really, really is, man. But I'm gonna show you guys first the deleted tweets of John Jones. These are all deleted. There's even more. I'm released from the UFC. This is obviously replying to the press conference press conference clip that I just showed you. Or would you be a bigger man, be remaining silent? If I would prove him wrong, would I be wrong? Sure, I'll be he's like replying to the video in tweets. Literally, he just replying to everything he's saying in tweets, and there's not even a clip on top of what he's replying, just straight up replying. So all these negotiations was complete bullshit. Is that what you mean to agree to publicly, and I agree with this. I think that's what it was. I think the negotiations were definitely bullshit the entire time and just making John Jones waste his time like he made Tom Aspinall waste his time, and I absolutely love it again. But I am a little bit sad that we did lose Alex Pereira versus John Jones. But again, this is all his fault, guys. This is all his fault, because if he would have went up there, if it was Cyril Gone, or not Cyril Gone, if it was Tom Aspinall versus John Jones in that event, and John Jones would have beaten Tom Aspinall, which is very unlikely in my opinion, he would have gotten the Alex Pereira fight in the White House card as of right now. This is all his doing, right? He also said, if I'm supposed to publicly agree that our negotiations was a lie, we have a problem, right? We all know that negotiations were a lie. The thing is, Dana White had no intentions on actually, agreeing to anything, in my opinion. I think this is why he's crashing out. This is more tweets that have been deleted. Laying in my bed, wrapping my head around this perception, all I can think is fucking painful. And it had to be painful, man, because this is all he wanted, bro. This is the end he wanted to end his career. It is painful, man. How fuck. And he said painful again. And I even have more tweets that came out a few hours ago that gas. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell is he even replying to? At this point, I think he's actually broken. I'm brother as fuck, but do not lie on me. You know what I mean? Angry, not lost. Dumb shit, easy day. I can't even run. This guy, Dana White, has broken John Jones. This is how you break John Jones. Dana White gave us the blueprint, man. Let's fucking go, dude. Dana White 1, John Jones 0. I mean, we should be celebrating right now, basically, because Dana White got payback for Tom Aspinall. I think Dana White and Tom Aspinall's relationship has become better now because of this. Because man, Tom Aspinall must be smiling year to year right now looking at this, because this is absolutely amazing that Dana White did this to John Jones to make him feel what he did. Because bro, he made Tom Aspinall wait for an entire year and not even fight him, man. He wasted precious time of his career, of his prime career, man. He really did. And this is what he gets, man. This is what he freaking gets. Now, moving on to Conor McGregor himself. I have 2 clips to show you here. This is a very short one. Then I'm going to end off the video. Watch this.
Is there any update on when or if he'll fight again?
No, but we are definitely talking to Conor, obviously.
But there's no timetable. You just okay.
Not even close.
Is there any update on when?
Not even close, man. Are you serious? I mean, you had it on a platter against Ruffy McGregor or Michael Chandler McGregor. You had it on a platter. Conor McGregor, even though he hasn't really been, I don't want to say he's not been reliable, because I think he pulled out of 1 fight, I'm pretty sure. He's been asking for this for so freaking long. He has been in the USADA drug testing pool for a long time now. He has been drug tested and he's fine. And you don't put him in the White House card because you want to milk the man more? And I'm gonna show you guys a clip now on why he's being milked. I mean, this has been happening for a while now, obviously, but not putting him that White House card, which is why he was returning specifically. It is kind of diabolical, in my opinion. One of the biggest fighters, UFC fighters, has ever had. And they can't even do that for him, man. What a shameless little company, dude. But watch this. This is the clip right here.
I'm not going to be too picky. I have to get back. Okay, well, we're going to offer you this opponent. Yes, no problem. I accept. Day after day after day. Send the contract. Excellent. It's a great matchup. That's a great matchup. That's a great matchup. And no contract came. That's kind of where I'm at. Monday, there's a big meeting happening. There's so much happening in the fight world. It's actually incredible what's going on in the fight world. So on the flip side, it kind of slows things down as far as the fights are trying to get booked. Our promoters and our matchmakers are caught up in so much drama. BMF is great. It puts a belt on the waist for sure. I'm for sure a bad man with a good heart. So why not? not acquire the BMF title. Even if they thought they were going to bring me through the ringer, maybe my contract negotiation is up, maybe it's my time to see can they get me done in and offer me some sort of no-name that they think is going to be a tough fight. No problem. Send the contract. Yes, yes. Day 15 of saying I accept. Send the contract. No such contract. So here I am just waiting. Please, God willing. Yes. You won't hear no from me ever. I don't doubt them. It's like in this current climate, we're all cattle. I just happen to be, I'm like Wagyu walking around the fucking farm. I'm just waiting to be fucking wheeled out. I'm making this walk no matter what. The White House is going to hit no matter what. Who the fuck gives a fuck who we put on it? And then wheel McGregor out for the second one. So we double our economic takes. So I can understand that. How much do you think it's worth? How much do you think McGregor to return is worth? Someone said if your man Ben, Connor fucking Ben, is worth what he's worth, how much is McGregor worth? Factoring in inflation, just levels. There is levels. I'll still be at the White House. And then whoever it is I'm facing, BMF, be it whoever, I'm not bound out of this.
Well, there it is. That's obviously what they're doing. They're probably just trying to milk him even more because, like he said, the White House card is gonna hit regardless, right? That's why it's not fully stacked, like obviously Dana White was promising for an entire year. It's not really fully stacked at its full potential, and this is what they're doing. They're probably gonna put Conor McGregor in like International Fight Week, and I don't know who they are going to give him. Like, I really don't know, because if, like he said, he has been accepting contract after contract after contract, and they're just not really confirming anything. And it's weird because Dana White obviously said on the other clip that they're not even close. How does that make sense if he keeps accepting fights? I have no idea what they're trying to do. I mean, this sport, it's really just, they're holding it together with like with tape. That's what it is, man. I don't know how this company is still alive, because the way they run it is absolutely mind-blowing, man. It really is. But I'm gonna be ending the video here. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys leave a like, make sure you hit the subscribe button with the bell on, because I stream every single event. But with that being said, I'll see everyone very soon. Goodbye.